Hey everyone, today we're back in the unicorn pack. What I wanted to do today is use one of the most powerful pets in the pack, but use it in a way that, I don't know, maybe is a little less common than normal. That pet being the Sea Serpent. When the Sea Serpent gets mana, it will snipe with that mana, but unlike the normal mana snipe, right, where it just hits one unit, it will hit an additional unit. And let's check the tooltip real quick. I believe it will snipe the most healthy enemy and one extra enemy. So I believe that's the two most healthy enemies, even though it's worded a little weird, or weird for how I'm reading it. But yeah, I had to do a good amount of runs with this, mainly because the main goal is to get double Sea Serpent, leave them at base stats, and basically we're going to turn those base stat level 1 Sea Serpents into level 3 Sea Serpents with a bunch of mana, let them go crazy. So the scaling only goes to a certain point, which is awesome. I've been doing these kind of reject scaling runs inspired by Grounded Sap. They're a lot of fun, they're really changing the way I play this game, so I'm really happy about it, and I'm trying to continue the trend, whether intended or not. The goal is unintended, right? If I just find myself playing where I'm rejecting scaling and kind of doing different fun stuff. But scaling's fun as well. I'm not saying that scaling's not fun. So yeah, there were two options that I was kind of looking for on these early turns to kind of set up the team. One was a Lucky Cat. The second would be the Bigfoot. Shout out Bigfoot. Up in way northern California, the tri-state area is one of the areas where Bigfoot originated. I had no idea of that until a couple years ago, and been a little infatuated by it since. So just like that, we get the Lucky Cat with the gingerbread, the 1.5 Lucky Cat. It is honestly incredible, because this will give us the gold, it'll give us the tempo that we need to just kind of carry us through this mid game. And oh my gosh, the gargoyle. I was running gargoyle a while ago. I did a video on it, and I think I had this exact setup for a while. It was gargoyle mana hound, because the mana hound has 2 base stats, I believe, and it's just a really good unit to put behind the gargoyle initially. I mean, you saw there, he gets a ton of health. The 6 attack is pretty much enough to one-shot everything. I mean, what a great combo. It definitely falls off later, but if you put like a behemoth behind it later, you can definitely make some things happen. So you see here, get the Cyclops going, and that is one of the other units of the build. It's the Cyclops. Of course, when something levels up, it will give it experience, and that experience has a trigger limit, but it will also give it mana. So it'll give it 2, 4, 6 mana depending on the level, and that's what we're going to use in this build. And like I said, I was going for Bigfoot or Lucky Cat because I was just bringing in a Worm of Sand here and there to just kind of help scale some units. The Lucky Cat we actually do not want on the final squad, so I'm scaling a unit that I don't want to keep. Typically at this point I would really try to push to get another unit I want to keep on the team, so then my Worm of Sand is permanently buffing units I want. And speaking of units, there's another one. It's the Rock. So at first I thought I could maybe do this build with a like non-mana generating, at least non-meta mana generating, so don't use a Rock, don't use a Mana Hound, no Sleipnir. I was hoping I could get the double Sea Serpent. Obviously, I don't know why I haven't been talking about it. The unit, I'm pointing to the back slot, because usually people put it in the back. It's the Salmon of Knowledge, right? The Salmon of Knowledge, it's going to level our 2 Sea Serpents. The Cyclops is going to help with the level ups and the mana. And I was hoping to do it without the Rock, but the Rock is pretty necessary once you get to the later rounds. So I decided, yeah, let's just commit to it. The main goal is to get those base stats Sea Serpents to level 3, right? And the Rock is just going to make them more dangerous. So I didn't want to take on like too many challenges at once, especially when you run into these teams. These teams were the bane of my existence in these runs. Typically, my runs would get to about turn 15 or 16, like on pace for the turn 15-16 win. So I wasn't winning too quick, which this run's a little bit different. This run I am winning a little bit quicker. So you see there, I get Sea Serpent, Gingerbread Man, and Salmon of Knowledge, and we have the Cyclops Rock. So let's see how this goes. We get the level ups, we get the Gingerbread. We're going to get the mana before the Salmon level, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. And it looks like they do not get any level ups. So we have 16 mana on a level 2 Sea Serpent on turn 10. That's pretty incredible, if I might say. And if you look at the rest of our team, like, we've got stats. There's probably a chance we would have won that battle without the Sea Serpent snipes. Maybe not, though, because they're pretty strong. So at this point, the main goal is just to continue getting level ups on stuff. And you see there, I froze the Sea Serpent. Gonna greed on this Lucky Cat, another round or two. I was being semi-greedy because I hadn't gotten runs that were kind of winning this quick, that had potential. I had other runs that had potential, but they were later. So I pretty much knew, like, I was in desperation mode at that point. This is only turn 11. It's still super early. So I figured, okay, I can maybe greed on the Lucky Cat another round or two. It's got good stats. It gets the mana every round still. So let's get that extra gold generation. Hopefully we can push to level our rock, level our salmon. We can get equipment on stuff. But the other salmon shows up. All these things show up. So I figure, okay, let's just get the second Sea Serpent Gingerbread going. And here we go. We've got the squad. Let's see how it works. And because we have level 2 salmon, hopefully it works out this turn. I think it should. So we get double level 3 Sea Serpent. Both of them with 18 mana, so we're going to do 18 damage snipes to 3 units. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, all dead. There's only one left. We don't even need the second Sea Serpent. It's just absolutely incredible. So if you get this set up early enough, like I did, it is absolutely insane. I mean, there's very few teams. I think a Chimera Kitsune team could still maybe have a chance against this, as long as you have stats on stuff and it can survive that 18 damage snipe. I don't really know. Or it survives the first snipe maybe, so that the Kitsune can pass all the mana to the Chimera, which is going to be where this unicorn is. And then when the second Sea Serpent faints, the snipes won't hit anything, and then the Chimera will summon all the goats and lions and snakes and stuff, right? So that's kind of the hard counter to this build, is the summon build with the Chimera, that the second snipe does not hit the summons, right? So the summons come after the second snipe, and then you're just absolutely, like, destroyed by it. You're just so deflated. So we're going to hop into some bonus clips on that note, kind of showing those later round runs. All right, picking up this one on turn 16, 8 trophies and 1 heart remaining. So yeah, turn 16, a couple rounds later than what we previously saw. But you see the same exact setup here. We have equipment on the back line. It's the double Sea Serpent, level 3 salmon. So the Cyclops is really only giving us the mana. And yeah, 17, 21 mana. That's incredible. There goes the snipes. We got Dazed, level 3 Mandrake. I was about to say Mothman. It's right here. Level 3 Mandrake. I mean, what incredible value. Fortunately, we still get the 21 damage snipe. And this Mothman only has 23 health. So we can still get through it. So that was a very, very close battle. Almost got countered. But it felt good, right? We're in the late rounds. We still got the win. You know, we got decent scaling on these guys here. But yeah, if we get countered, the scaling's not really going to matter. And here you go. It's exactly what I was talking about before. It's the Chimera Kitsune. All level 3, double level 3 Thunderbird, level 3 Rock with it. I mean, obviously they're going to get to 50 mana, right? And you see there, the Chimera and Kitsune both survive. So it immediately gets up to 40 mana. And then there you go. 48 mana. It's devastating. So basically this Sea Serpent faints. We have 2 mana snipes that don't go out. And then they get their massive summons. And there's just no way. Even though we have stats, we can almost chip through. There's just absolutely no way. So I was pretty devastated by these runs, and that's when I recognized, alright, I just need a win earlier. It's just the only way. And that's how we got the main run. So let's see what else we got. Alright, picking up this one, turn 14, 7 trophies, 1 heart. So it's not too late. Turn 14's not bad, and Look, we actually got the setup with Ogopogo, not Salmon and Knowledge. My main thing in these runs was to build like a Salmon and Knowledge team, so I was kind of laughing the fact that I got to this point. And yeah, look at what I did because of it. I got a 2.66 Sea Serpent, no gingerbreads even, just straight 2.66. But yeah, level 3 and level 2, it's incredible. It works. It works as long as you don't get countered. So yeah, at this point, obviously you're just throwing equipment. The Phoenix and Mandrake, Phoenix Manticore builds were also the ones that could hard counter me. And one that I did not expect to hard counter me would be this this Bad Dog Mothman team. No way, right? Let's see what happens here. And you see the 8 attack, perfect. It's literally just, they had the 3 triggers and I didn't expect it. Absolutely incredible. I mean, wow. What a close match. So I was devastated by this. One more bonus clip. Alright, picking this one up again on turn 14. 6 trophies of 1 heart remaining. So dire situation, but this was my first run going for this build in Unicorn Pack. And you see, I have the whole squad set. I mean, level 3 Salmon and Knowledge, it's absolutely glorious. All we need to do is level the rock, throw equipment on stuff, and we're golden. Speaking of golden, got a golden egg. Shout out my golden chicks, my seagull tardigrade blobfish video recently. And got a tomato, so I figured, you know, let's just keep the carnage going, keep the damage going. Level 3 rock, golden egg, and tomato that turn. Incredible power spike. They have a level 3 Sea Serpent as well with 33 mana. Super scary. Our levels don't help them, they only help us. 21 and 22 damage. So there you go. So it's oh my gosh, I was gonna try to say something, but then I got put in a trance by that battle. That was incredible. So I looked at the pack for a long time, and I determined Popcorn's probably best on Salmon. I think only because of a couple tier 5s, and generally the base stats are better. So put the Popcorn on the Salmon, move them to the back. And look at this. I just had the Flame special. Shout out Flame 96. The Team Spirit Lucky Cat Cyclops. I mean, we even give them another level up on their Bigfoot. And yeah, they have a level 3 Hydra. If they have a level 3 Hydra and you don't, you are going to lose. I've said that so many times on this channel, and it pretty much rings true every time. Even the time that I had a level 3 Hydra with a 1-1 stat line from the Stoat. Slapped the melon on that bad boy, decided to win. And yeah, there's the Hydra heads. We are so close, but not enough. So absolutely devastating. The Salmon and Knowledge Sea Serpent. I mean, so incredible. The fact that you can just put 2 tier 6 base stats pets, arguably the strongest pets in the pack. And yeah, your whole team just buffs them up. Level 3, 18 to 20 mana. You're just doing 60, 80 damage snipes in total per unit. So much fun. So much fun. If you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.